The diagram below shows the amount of 3 different chips for a large cookie recipe. So chocolate chips, say 1 cup, 2 cups, 3 cups. I'm going to write down 3 cups over here. And then for peanut butter chips, I have 1, 2.5. So I'm going to write 2.5 cups. And then the last one is 1 3/4 or 1.75 cups. I know that these answers down here are in fractions, so we will go back to that. And I will also put the fraction equivalent up here, just so that we've got them. Okay, so use the information in the diagram to complete the statements below. So there are blank cups of chocolate chips per cup of butterscotch chips. So remember, per means divide. So chocolate chips is going on top. Up here, for chocolate chips, we had 3 cups. And butterscotch chips, that was our bottom one down there. It's 1 3/4. Okay, and I need to make this where it's equal to 1 on the bottom. Okay, and I can do that just by dividing 3 divided by 1 3/4. Now, if you are not comfortable doing that division in your head, you can do it by dividing those fractions. 3 divided by 1 3/4. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 3 is 7. So 7/4, and this is an improper fraction that is equal to 1 3/4. And when we are dividing a fraction, we're going to multiply by the reciprocal. So divide changes to multiply, and 7/4 changes to 4/7. Remember, a fraction is always over 1. You can multiply across the top. 3 times 4 is 12. 1 times 7 is 7. And we can simplify that by saying 7 goes into 12 one time with 5 left over. So 1 5/7 would be the amount of chocolate chips in or per each cup of butterscotch. I'm going to change my color just so it's easy to follow along here. So we've got butterscotch per peanut butter. So we know that butterscotch was 1 3/4. And I'm going to go ahead and rewrite that as 7/4 just to help us out there. And then over 2.5. So 2.5 is the same as 5/2. So now, remember, I'm going to divide these. And when I divide here, I leave the first one, change the divide to a multiply, and change the 5/2 to its reciprocal, which is 2/5. 7 times 2 is 14. 4 times 5 is 20. Okay, 20. So I can go ahead and put that here. Okay, I don't see that option. Maybe I need to simplify it. So what can go into 14 and 20? Both of them can be divided by 2. So if I divide the top by 2, I get 7. If I divide the bottom by 2, I get 10. That was a great example of sometimes we have one more step we didn't think about. So 7/10. Okay, now I'm going to look at my last one. Let's see, so peanut butter chips per chocolate chips. So peanut butter was 2.5. I'm going to go ahead and write that as 5/2. Remember, that's 2.5 per cup of chocolate chips. So we know that's divided by 3. So we're going to rewrite it as 5 halves divided by 3. Remember, a fraction is always over 1 if you don't see a number there, because how many times does 1 go into 3? 3 times. So we leave the first number, we change the divide to a multiply, and we flip the second. 5 times 1 is 5. 2 times 3 is 6. So we have 5/6 cups of peanut butter chips per cup of chocolate chips. Now the biggest thing to remember here is the order. If you see per, that is a divide sign. And here, peanut butter came first. Peanut butter divided by the number of chocolate chip. Okay, so just remember the order on those is what matters.